14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first tee. Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them
across midfield and down to the 49. Oh, boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up, so hold everything here as they're going to take a look at it. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Throwing here, Purdy. He gets this one to Davis Price. And this one goes nowhere. Losing.
What? I didn't know Crosby got injured in the last game. Oh, fuck.
Back at the 46. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
I thought you said you were going to make this kebab last night.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall.
Williams loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops
I got
it
no
up.
one.
It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base and scoring
Dude,
position.
unless you ate one, there should only be 2 missing from that pack.
And avoids the turnover. Out comes the Vegas.
Wait, unless you ate one, there should only be 2 missing from that pack.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Well, the numbers for White a week ago. You see the numbers last week for Davis.
Yeah, and that's where you messed up, because now since you gave him one, he's going to start asking for those shit all the goddamn time.
Just get the sense that he's going to get the ball a little bit
You
more.
say nope, but he's going to.
I don't know how you're feeling.
Well, they talked about that with us this week.
No, the original plan was you were buying those for you, you and you alone, besides me.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
We always talk about, we always look for guys with fresh legs down the stretch of a long NFL season. Well, in Week 16, he was AFC Player of the Week, and it looks like he's going to be strong for Week 17 as well.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table, and you gave me your chances early in the year.
I talked about that when I live streaming.
You thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
To stay engaged all the way through the season, because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
They run a draw here on second down. And he's got this one across midfield.
Go to YouTube and then look up my name.
An 8-yard gain, so that gets him halfway there. Now they're left
yards with a 3rd and 8 more. So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. Back out there comes the
49ers
offense ready for their 2nd drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Davis Price once more. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. 4 yards the gain.
You're going to have to watch it from the beginning of the live.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Oh, no, you should be getting to it right now.
Here's Purdy. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
When you probably could, you're just probably just blitzing him here.
At pole position number 1, but nothing set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
You only see me bringing up the freaking broadcast bit.
The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things. But winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. You look at this Niner defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
What?
And his kick is good.
No. You need to stop leaving that switch field. You empty it when you fucking get done with it.
Starting field position really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Okay, yeah. It should only take about 30. Yeah, it should take about 30 minutes for it to cool off.
Something out of this drive that was not fun to watch.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Drive begins.
Your ass down, boy.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first carry now, this is Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Fielded at the 20. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. And here's Zamir White returning to the field. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself, it's this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play calling.
Escaping the pressure right. They'll dump this one off here to White. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Decided to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire. 2nd quarter from Vegas, the home-standing Raiders with a football here. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. As they've got it as we resume action. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Opting to run again here with White. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 29. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. 1 yard is the gain. That'll be good enough for a Las Vegas 1st down. To throw, it's Carr. And his throw here's incomplete.
No, but she could download this game on the PlayStation because my account's logged in on there. Then we could play against each other online, just like now we could play baseball against each other online.
They'll look to throw here. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Fred Warner. And running with power here. And the 49ers are going to take possession
they read that too.
47-yard line. So the interception there. And Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoffs, but they know. Looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football. Because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Purdy looking to throw. And looking for Kittle, but he over a couple of yards shy of midfield. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. The drive starts with a run by White. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll try the right side here with one.
God damn, dude. I'm not able to fucking do no goddamn runs anymore.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 1st down, here's White. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort from the 31. Here's 2nd and 6. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Yeah.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. On play action, it's Carr. That is Carr. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
That's it.
So that drive consumes 9 plays.
I made a field goal on my first possession because I couldn't get the 1st down.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their 1st interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And a great return here gets us all the way down the 26-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on.
Touchdown, Raiders. Evan Ingram, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Look at you.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
You want me to test this, Barry?
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
There you go, partner. That's some old-school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser fullback and let him get the job done.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49. Purdy now to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And Debo going to have a...
You gonna start that arguing shit, boy? It's not assuming when your mom's telling you something and you're arguing against it.
Down as he'll be brought down at the 37. Here's McCaffrey. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really
That
sets
was
you
a
up to
new
go in a
question.
number of directions here on 2nd.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
I'm sorry.
The linebacker, Robert Smith.
Yeah, they got it. They got it.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, this from 50. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up.
Ooh, what the fuck is this? Things up for goddamn freaking horror movies.
On those longer kicks, you have to drive it low to get it there. That
Because
opens the door
they
for a
look
better
like,
chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 5. Now Carr. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Mills putting
Back
up
to
to
the
your
air
left.
on second down. It's Carr.
Yeah.
This is White on the screen. A beautiful
I
fake.
thought you had it to you. I didn't see it right here.
Red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Medical shit for work.
Ball on the 8, second and 2. Carr now to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start things here with a handoff to White. And we'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had
I don't know what the hell you were thinking that she was something different.
Just inside the 30. They go with White on the counter. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Just like you look different from your pictures when you see it in person because you use the Snapchat filters.
Over a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Going right side is White. He gets away from one. They find some open field here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10. Down at the 31. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's pulled in at the 32. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. They start the drive with White. Busts through the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. They stay on the ground with White. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. That's caught by Myers. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now Carr. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. White. Powering his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe
Leave the glasses alone, dude. Stop touching me.
over to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't
You
think
took that whole photography, dude. You don't need to be touching the glasses at all.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here's Zamir White returning to the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. White again. 92 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Flush to his right. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. Now a give up the middle. This is White. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate.
Now White lost the football.
Thank God my Cleveland pushed it.
So to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, and start.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Purdy bootlegging it. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and inside.
What do we tell you about doing headstands in the house?
17 yards
I can see you. I can see you doing your headstands right
to
there.
make up, obviously, a lopsided contest.
I said headstand. Handstand, headstands, you're not allowed to do it in the house.
Cliche, but it's true, Charles.
Yes, we have. We told you all of it, Kason. Yes, we did.
Stay in there.
Keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help.
He ain't getting his game war or nothing back for a while.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting...
A big play there. 42 yards. And the 49ers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Here's Zamir White returning to the field.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Now Carr throwing on second down. Eluding the pressure right.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a play fake. Carr. Forced out to his left. Left side completion to Jones. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 down at the 31. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. They'll go up the middle with Wright. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
They run straight ahead here with Wright.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Derek Carr taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Hopkins. This one caught by Kittle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The for Las Vegas, about set to begin the drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Second down and 6 now. Opting to run again here with White. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Dude, slow down. Nobody even said nothing. We just asked if you came back out. If you're going to keep that attitude up, you're going right back fucking in.
Charles, the lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now 2nd and 9. On a handoff, it's White. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Returnable here from the 38. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there.
You're going to have to take that to your room. That stays out here. That's
really.
your mom.
This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. Powering his way forward. On the handoff, this is White. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. official yellow line, but I do believe he got the 2 yards. Yes, confirmed by the referee. It's a first down. Running out of the gun with White. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They can probably come back with a play action.
And he takes it in for the score in the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. A little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe.
If you're gonna continue having a little attitude, you're gonna stay in the fucking room. That right there is an attitude. Go to your room.
Why you can't just be good for once?